In sports, there is a time in an athlete's career that transcends the game itself. A loss so memorable that it sticks with you, fuels you, changes you. But for Basha's junior safety, Kaleb Garcia, it wasn't a loss on the field that changed his life forever.
You know, she was always a really bubbly, outgoing person. That's really what I remember about her is, you know, how fun she was.
My wife was first diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018, and that was a pretty traumatic event for our whole family. Life, as we knew it, stopped.
After a year of chemotherapy, Amy Garcia was given a clean bill of health.
And then in 2021, I came back, but this time with a vengeance. Things started to get really difficult.
Knowing the cancer had progressed, the Garcias looked to make the most of every moment.
And so the blessing with my wife is that because we knew, and having the benefit of hindsight and the experience that I did, I knew I didn't want my sons to have those same regrets.
Amy passed away in February of 2023.
The hardest part wasn't like the first couple months, because you know I feel like that shock, it didn't really settle in. I'd never get to see her again. Like when you're just going throughout life and you realize like the little things. Like my mom never got to see me, you know, suit up for varsity or like, you know, like watch me, you know, go to prom, or she won't be able to watch me graduate. So my mom was always a leader, you know, throughout everything she did, whether it was like church groups or even just in our family. So, you know, growing up as a kid, I got to see that like leader example.
And that character trait is something that Kaleb displays in the classroom and on the gridiron.
But he's first one in, last one out all the time. Very smart kid. The safety position is like the quarterback on the defensive side. He has to call plays. He has to keep everybody communicating. So yeah, he's definitely a leader on the team.
The emotional weight of losing a parent never goes away. But for Kaleb, he's turned his pain into purpose, hoping to attend his dream school of Stanford.
I know Kaleb honors her in different ways. Attitude and effort is the one thing that I've always emphasized when it came to athletics. And he does it with almost every single play, and absolutely honors her.
My mom is my motivation for everything, so you know, I try and just like live life for her.
For some, football is just a game. But for Kaleb, every time he steps on the field, it's a time to honor the woman who made him who he is today. Jaden Ricken for BBN Sports.